Hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. An absolute pleasure to have you here with us in beautiful, beautiful Cannes. Maybe you could just kick off with a brief introduction to the film Hunt. What can people expect if they watch your film?
So there is this big smoke out operation for a spy that is within the agency which is Korean CIA, and Park Pyong-ho, which is the chief of the overseas department, and Kim Jong-do, who is the chief of the local department, are against each other, and they're suspicious of each other for being the mole. And then while they try to smoke out the mole, they come across this grand plan to assassinate the South Korean president. So this is basically an action espionage film.
And Lee, obviously you've already had a long career, but you've been introduced even on a bigger scale to the Western world through Squid Game. What made you decide to now go to writing, directing as well as acting, and why with this story?
Yeah, so as an actor writing the scenario, I felt a lot of pressure, but I wanted it to be entertaining, but I wanted to also have themes that could provide some food for thought for the global audience. I wanted it to be something universal. So it took me quite some time to find that exact theme that would really reach the whole global audience. And then I came to this question: why do we still have so much confrontation and conflict right now? And why is this wrong legacy still lasting? And I thought to myself, maybe it's because there's so much misinformation and fake instigation and propaganda going around that's shaping our worldview and shaping our values. Maybe that is the problem. So in the movie, Park and Kim, the two characters, they're kind of like the scapegoats of fake information and instigation. So they realize that something is wrong with their conviction and they try to right their wrongs. And yeah, that's exactly what the new movie is about, and I wanted to write something about that.
Jung, to come to you, what was the appeal for you for working with Lee, in particular to play this incredible duo that you have? You're sometimes allies, you're sometimes foes. You get to do a lot of amazing stunts together. So why did you want to work with Lee, and what was your experience?
우선 이제 저희는
Yes, so we are very good friends. We are business partners. So within our company together, we try other endeavors like creative work, producing as well. And in that process, we came to this this project Hunt. And I've seen him from the very beginning trying to rewrite parts of this script. And we always wanted to be in a project together. But 23 years ago, we were in a movie together. And it's been 23 years, and we don't want it to be mediocre. We wanted it to be something really great, so we were very cautious about our next film together. So at the beginning, I wanted to put all the friendship and everything aside and really respect him as a director and work together with him as a partner. And I've seen him develop this project for quite some long time, and I just knew at some point that it's time that we go on the same boat. We're eggs in the same basket. And I saw he was so diligently working on this project, and he has this perfectionist aspect to it. And being an actor and directing at the same time requires a lot of energy, a lot of brain work. And he never was tired. He always had the sense of responsibility, and I think that's what led to us coming to Cannes and this great work.
It's definitely not mediocre. So can you tell us, there's such epic scenes in terms of the stunts and explosions, and was there a particular scene that was very difficult to film or most challenging?
다 어려웠어요.
Everything was so difficult and challenging.
체력들이 너무 금방.
We didn't have enough stamina to pull through all the action scenes.
주먹 싸움 할 때도 오래 할 필요도 없어. 주먹 한 번만 휘두르면 막 너무 지치니까 치열해져 막.
Even like one punch and we're all tired, so we had to really work on it.
I think you put James Bond to shame. The scene that stood out for me is where you're fighting and you're falling down the stairs at the same time. Was that a real, I don't know how much that you were doing, or that was stuntmen, or?
The secret.
And what do you, obviously it's a period set film set in the past, but it feels very contemporary in terms of the issues it raises about the fake news, about not being able to trust the state. What do you think it has to say to a contemporary audience?
저는
Yeah, exactly. I just hate confrontation. I hate conflict and people being divided, and it's still true nowadays. And I thought to myself, how can we put a stop to all this conflict and division? And my answer was that you have to understand other people, and in order to do that, the first thing you have to do is to be all ears to other people, listen to their opinions and their views. So basically what I wanted to convey through this film, while it's set in the 80s and it's still resonant to this day, is that I want to put a stop to conflicts and division, and that's exactly the message that I wanted to portray, and I hope that worked.
And just very finally, Cannes has been, very pivotal in giving a platform to Korean cinema. What does it mean to you to be here with your film, and for the whole world to be embracing the content that's coming from your country more and more these days?
그쵸. 이제 어느 시점부터 한국
So from some time, Korean cinema, Korean pop, Korean content has been loved by the global audience. And for me, coming to Cannes with Hunt, I think this is the perfect timing because we have the world star from Squid Game, and it's his debut feature. And I think his debut feature in Cannes, it's like a beautiful rendezvous. It's like timing that's given from heaven. So I'm very happy to see all of our efforts that's been there for such a long time. We're finally seeing the fruits, and it means so much to me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. Enjoy the rest of the time.
Thank you.
It was really nice to speak to you.
Thank you.